Hi guys, today I'm doing my Bachelorette predictions video. Oddly enough, I asked you guys in a poll on Instagram and Twitter if you wanted this, and I was surprised how many people said no. But you know, I love The Bachelorette, so I'm gonna do it anyway. This is season 14 for Becca, and the premiere was last night. I have my predictions, I also have my opinions, and things like that. Starting off, I think the first episode was kind of boring. There was nothing special about it. We had like an idiot guy who everyone kind of hates. We had the guy who complains about other people. Like, I feel like the guys kind of fit in their categories. There's of course one guy that went home that I didn't think should go home. Pretty much it just felt like every other premiere. So I don't know how excited I am, to be honest, for the rest of this season. I've heard things. I have not, again, as I always say, I have not read any spoilers. I have seen articles about some of these guys in real life after the show, things they've done on social media and things like that, but I don't know at all who apparently she ends up with or anything like that. It's pretty obvious by the end of the episode, the like previews for the rest of the season, that there are two people that seem to make it pretty far. You can't really tell based on that, like they could be trying to trick us. As we know, or as you may not know, she is engaged, apparently according to Chris Harrison, and happy right now. Things could obviously change by the time after the final rose happens, because that obviously happened last season. I freaking love this show. These are just my opinions. I do not actually hate any of these people. I don't know them. We literally saw them for like 40 minutes last night. So I'm doing this stupid disclaimer again. This is literally just the vibes I get from watching the first episode. I have some people I wrote down that like I took notice of. First off, Blake. Blake, I thought she had an immediate connection with. I do think he looks really, really young. He was the guy who was on the after final rose the horse, and he came in this time riding a bull? An ox? Whatever it was. I do like him. I think he's gonna be a cute guy on the show. He kinda reminds me of what Dean was for Rachel. He seems young, he seems nice and sweet, but I don't think he's gonna make it as far as some other people. Like, I think he'll be around for a while, maybe like the top 4 even, but I don't think she's actually gonna pick him. Chase left. He was the creepy guy who I thought was creepy. He was from Florida. He was the one that Chris kind of blew up his spot and said his ex texted him saying like, oh, he's there for the wrong reasons. I appreciate that she sent him home, because that would have worried me too. Like, I don't care if this girl was nuts, I don't care if they dated for a month, like the fact that she went out of her way to do that says something. Although she did keep Chris around, who's the one who blew up this guy's spot, who I would have sent home. A, he's pretty creepy looking too. I don't like him. He looks too clean. He kind of reminds me of Brian, to be honest, from Rachel's season, who I despised. But he's clearly the guy who's going to complain, who's going to start drama, who's literally going to focus more on the other guys than his relationship with Becca. We all know that's going to happen. I don't like him. I don't want him to stick around. He's already annoying. I would have sent him home the first night. This guy, everyone hates. Jordan, yes, we all hate him. We know he's the model. Is he a model? Did you know he was a model? Did you know? He's a model. FYI, he's a model. So he knows all about fashion, and he likes to complain that people don't wear socks, and he has like a pocket square or something. Like, I don't even, just like, honestly, where's Corinne at? I love Corinne. She was a villain. I don't know why she was the villain, but that like was actually funny. I actually liked her. This guy is just annoying. There's no way that a real human being is like that. I literally was watching this thinking, they must have paid him to behave this way. Like, there's no way a real human being is that ridiculous. And then I realized, you know, out of all the guys I've met, it's really not that surprising. But, I mean, come on, the fact that he's even still there. Come on, Becca. Even before we actually met him and we just saw his, like, little package thing, A, he's too tan, his teeth are too white. Just gross. Okay, Colton seems to be someone everyone likes. I don't know. He was one of the people who had a package in the beginning. And he's cute, I guess, but he's so generic to me, and I feel like that's mean to say, but he just reminds me of like a jock, or like a bro, or like a frat guy. I just don't see him standing out. Obviously, a lot of people like him. I saw on Twitter last night, a lot of people like him. Apparently he's a virgin, that we're gonna find out later in the season. Who knew? Whatever. I don't really think that matters. I mean, he's cute, but he reminds me of her ex. I don't know why. Like her ex that came in last season, I think he reminds me of him. So I'm not like all about him. My favorite person was David. This is my #1 guy, and not for her. I don't think she's gonna end up picking him, but like if it was me, I would pick him. David's the chicken guy. He's the guy who wore the chicken suit, which is like cringy, but he's really, really cute. Like, when you look at him, like, he is my type. I like him. I'm glad he stuck around. I thought they had a connection. He could come off a little boring, but I feel like they're gonna have that connection that makes them friends. She's gonna like him and confide in him and trust him, but like they're not gonna have that like romantic connection, which is unfortunate, but I do hope he's on Paradise because I really like him a lot. Connor looks like a baby. He literally looks so young. He reminds me of Jordan from JoJo's season. Like, they look like the same person, but like a poor man's Jordan. I like him. I think he's cute. I don't think he's gonna stand out. He might make it pretty long, but I don't know. I thought they had a decent connection. Okay, Garrett seems to be the front runner. She's the one, I think he's the one who got the, yeah, he got the first impression rose. So, I mean, if we go off of the last few seasons, yes, everyone who got the first impression rose is the one that they ended up with. And they're still together, woohoo. But because they mentioned that in the premiere, like when all the girls came and talked to Becca, it kind of makes me think that that's not going to happen this season, the fact that they mentioned it. So I'm not rooting for him. I know they had a connection and he reminded her of home and blah blah blah, but if you've read anything online in the last week, days, whatever it is, he's obviously not a great guy. I don't know what she thinks about that. I don't know if she ended up with him, but if you haven't seen, I'll link an article below. But he's pretty much supported really conservative memes and things like that on Instagram. He's liked things that are very anti-feminist, making fun of feminists for being fat or something, and it's not even like, okay, have your views, it's fine. He's being cruel about it. Like, you can believe whatever you want and like pick your party, whatever, but don't do it in a way that's going to hurt other people, and it seems like he is. So first of all, I can't believe ABC would even pick someone like that who knew that this could come out, unless they did it for a reason. But Becca she was supportive of Hillary when she was running, and she's been very vocal about being a feminist, so I don't know what's going to go on there. Maybe he's one of the last people she sends him home when there's final three because something comes up. I don't really know, but I am worried she ends up with him just because he seems to be the front runner. But if we remember back to Rachel's season, she had a front runner that we all freaking loved and didn't end up picking him. So we'll see. A lot of people are very forgetful. Like, I have a whole list of people here that they're just so forgetful. I don't even remember them. Like, I wrote down things about them. Oh, Jean Blanc, the clone guy. Like, that's all I remember about him. People with the hair, like, that was their thing. Lincoln seems like he's gonna last a while. From the preview, it looks like he's gonna make it pretty far. He's fine. I liked him on After the Final Rose because they did meet early, but he seems like he's gonna start drama. People are gonna hate on him. I want to know if he's actually being like drama, like he's doing the drama, or people are just like not liking him and saying that he's just doing drama. I don't know. Oh, Joe. Everyone liked Joe, the grocery store guy. I thought he was so real and normal. She sent him home. I'm annoyed. I really hope he's gonna be on Paradise. I feel like a lot of people really liked him, and I feel like that's really all I have to say. Like, this is not very interesting. So my top three, maybe four. I'll do my top three. So my top three are Lincoln, Garrett, and Blake. Those are the ones who seem to have had the most airtime on the premiere, in my opinion, which usually says they're gonna stick around for a while. Like, ABC wants us to get connected to them. Final two right now look like Garrett and Lincoln just based on the preview. I threw Wills in there because I feel like I saw him in the preview a lot, but I don't even remember him very well. So those are my top three, Blake, Lincoln, and Garrett. I could be totally wrong, but right now those are my top three. I might do like another update later on, but then I'll do a reaction at the end. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you liked, who you didn't like, what you think of this so far. I'm obviously going to keep watching, but I'm not excited. Like, I'm just kind of bored this season, to be honest. I'm more excited about Paradise. So yeah, oh, also Ashley and Jared. Woohoo! Very excited about that. But yeah, that's it for my Bachelor predictions or opinions or whatever you want to call it. Subscribe to see more from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!